you for sitting in the red chairs. You look fabulous. These interviews, as some of you know because you've been here before, are really designed so that the next generation of leaders in kids media can hear directly from the people who built the business. And it's really... People. Yeah, the old people, exactly. It's really about both the work itself and the human being behind the work, and really where those two things intersect, because they always do, however you slice it. Cyma does not really need much of an introduction. This thing sold out in about an hour and a half, so you know who she is. But as the president of the Nickelodeon Group, the biggest kids brand in the world, and what we're talking about is 50 channels, reaching 350 million viewers in 25 languages. Cyma really steers every part of Nick's business creatively and strategically. Cyma started as a scheduling clerk in 1985, and I think she held every single title you could possibly have in the programming group. And then 10 years later, she is the general manager of Nickelodeon. And then 10 years after that, she is El Presidente of the entire group of channels. And what I have found really genuinely impressive is that Cyma really was an early architect of the early Nickelodeon. So many people say that, but it really is true about Cyma. I know because I was there. And Cyma grew as Nickelodeon grew, and Cyma changed as the industry changed. And what she has done is really led a huge and really complex organization through radical shifts in our business that, we've all been through them. And some of those shifts have been unbelievably exciting, and some have been hard. And for 28 years and counting, Cyma has really led with incredible brain and heart and guts. And for my money, that's really all you could ever really want in a leader. And as a woman, I find it particularly inspiring from a woman leader. And so I'm really happy that you guys get to hear how she thinks. And Cyma, I'm really happy that you said yes.
Thank you. Very nice and very generous. I'm 51, in case anybody was wondering. Or on my birthday, I'll be 51.
So. We have discussed that you are now the president, but like every single person in this room, a bunch of years ago, you walked through the door on your first day of your first job at Nickelodeon. So can you tell us about the very, very beginning?
How many people have heard this very boring story? It's a little bit of a boring story, but I'll tell it anyway. I was one of the last people to graduate from college who never touched a computer. And so my first day was an introduction to data entry on the computer. And the woman who I was supposed to be working for, she said, just sit behind me. I don't know how I got that. I got the job because somebody knew somebody who knew me, and I was desperate. And I was the only person who would take that kind of pay at the time. So she said, sit behind me and watch me type. I was like, okay, that's interesting. I didn't have a desk yet, so I was sitting on the windowsill. And it was very warm. It was over on 1133 6th Avenue. It was very warm, and it was a nice day. And, I had gotten up really early to commute from my parents' house, Long Island, and I sat down on the windowsill, and I was watching her type as if I was going to learn anything. And then my chin hit my chest, and I have no idea how long I was out for. There was a little drool on the side of my mouth. I perked back up, and that was sort of it.
So you fell asleep on the first day. Did she say anything?
No. I don't know if she knew.
So, did it feel like, falling asleep on your first day, did it feel like a fit from the beginning? Could you have imagined that 28 years later you would be sitting here as the president?
No. I used to tell people sort of along the way the couple of things that you should look for while you're looking for a job are a company that you really like and respect, a product that you really like or respect, or that you stumble into a place that has great people that you like and respect. And actually, very early on, I realized that I was lucky enough to have all three.